Happy New Year! As 2023 kicks off, it's a great time to make a resolution, to go stargazing and appreciate the night sky more. While January has fewer night sky events than December 2022, it's still a great chance to start the new year out with some quiet solitude under the stars. In this list of astronomical events in the January night sky, you'll see a few meteors streaking quickly across the sky, and a few comets making their way at a more leisurely pace. There are also some good chances to spot our planetary neighbors, if you enjoy planet gazing as well as stargazing. January 1st, Lunar Occultation of Uranus. The new year kicks off with an astronomical event that will dominate the night skies in 2023, and probably headlines too. This year, the moon moves to a part of the ecliptic, the line the sun, moon, and planets follow across the sky, where it will pass in front of several planets throughout the year, also called occultation. You might recall, there were lots of lunar occultations of Uranus in 2022, Mars, Jupiter, and Neptune joined the list this year, as well as some major stars along the ecliptic. Another lunar occultation of Uranus will occur in the evening of January 1st. For those in Greenland, Northern Europe, and Northeast Russia, you'll be able to go out and try to spot the moon passing in front of distant Uranus. A telescope will help your viewing prospects a ton. For the rest of us, the moon and Uranus will have a close approach, appearing 39.3 arc-minutes apart at their closest just after sunset. What a way to kick off the new year! January 3rd, Lunar Occultation of Mars. Remember when I said that lunar occultations were the astronomical theme of the year? The first lunar occultation of Mars follows close on the heels of that of Uranus. Pairs of lunar occultations will occur in increasingly close succession until mid-2024 when the two planets have their own close approach. January 4th, peak of the Quadrantids meteor shower. For the first astronomy event you can see this year, there's a meteor shower to look for. The Quadrantids, the first meteor shower of the year, is expected to peak in the morning of January 4th. That morning, look for a maximum of 80 meteors per hour radiating from a point in the northern sky. It's important to note that the Quadrantids, while an active shower, may see maximum activity for only a few hours on the peak night, or in this year's case, morning. January 7th, the first full moon of 2023. The moon will reach full phase. At this time of the month, it is visible for much of the night, rising at around dusk and setting at around dawn. Moon will be 27% illuminated. The sequence of full moons that fall through the year are sometimes assigned names such as the wolf moon, according to the months and seasons in which they fall. January 13th, Mars ends retrograde motion. Mars will reach the end of its retrograde motion, ending its westward movement through the constellations and returning to more usual eastward motion instead. This reversal of direction is a phenomenon that all the solar system's outer planets periodically undergo, a few months after they pass opposition. January 19th, peak of the y-Ursae Minorid meteor shower. If the full moon or cloudy skies cause an issue with spotting the Quadrantids earlier in the month, you might try to spot the less impressive y-Ursae Minorids. The y-Ursae Minorids appear to radiate from the constellation Ursa Minor, near the bright north star of Polaris. This meteor shower runs from January 15th to 25th in 2023, and is expected to peak on the night of January 19th. On this night you might spot as many as 3 meteors per hour. Obviously this isn't very many, but the moon will be at a favorable 3% illuminated approaching its new phase, and thus the skies should be nice and dark, assuming they're clear of clouds, to help you spot as many meteors as possible. January 23rd, Mercury at its morning peak. If you've been reading this site for a while, you know that spotting Mercury with my unaided eye is on my astronomy bucket list. I've got another chance, and so do you, on January 23rd when the tiny planet reaches its morning peak 13 degrees above the southwestern horizon. It will actually sit this high above the horizon for several mornings on either side of the 23rd, the 18th to 30th, so you can take a few opportunities if the skies aren't agreeable on the 23rd specifically. January 25th, close approach of the Moon and Jupiter. While there is no lunar occultation of Jupiter in January, the two solar system objects are getting increasingly close together from our perspective. On the night of January 25th, the Moon and Jupiter will appear as close as 1 degree 36 minutes apart. The Moon will be just 5 days old and thus not provide too much interference. This is a fantastic excuse to pull out your telescope or binoculars and admire Jupiter, its Galilean moons, and the Moon's terminator line. January 28th, lunar occultation of Uranus. As one might expect given the Moon's 27-day cycle, early in the month lunar occultations have a chance of happening again later in the month. So it goes for 31-day January, when the lunar occultations of both Uranus and Mars happen twice. Does that make these blue Uranus and blue Mars events like a blue moon is the second full moon of the month? In any case, January 28th provides a second chance to spot Uranus and the Moon close together, if not in occultation depending on your geography. Admittedly, only those in far northern Russia and Siberia will see the occultation, so the rest of us can try and spot the Moon and Uranus in close proximity, just 52.8 arc-minutes apart at their closest. Hope you will enjoy the January 2023 astronomy events. If you enjoyed watching the video, do give us a like, also share the same with astronomy lovers. And subscribe to our channel, Secrets of Space, for astronomy updates. Thank you for watching.